From noirish swamps to far-off planets, this month's Xbox Game Pass editions are taking you to all kinds of places, including a few you might have rather avoided. 20 years after his original adventure, the gunslinging badass by the name of Grave has been resurrected to kick some more ass in Gungrave GORE. Arriving as a day one release on Xbox and PC Game Pass, GORE is a bit like stepping back into a simpler era of gaming, where all we needed was a few weapons, a whole lot of enemies, and a combo counter to provide us with hours of fun. Kids today don't know how good they've got it. Actually, they do. Thanks to games like Gungrave GORE, which takes full advantage of the technological advances that have taken place during its hiatus to deliver an even more eye-wateringly stylish brand of carnage than before, especially on Xbox Series X and S. So if you're looking for an actioner that feels both classically styled and dazzlingly new, Gungrave GORE arrives on November 22nd.
The city of Tertium has been overrun by a bloodthirsty horde, and it's up to you to take it back in Warhammer 40k Darktide. But who exactly you are is a matter you'll have a lot of say in. Darktide's robust character creator lets you play as a fanatical mage, a disenfranchised soldier, a snarky rebel, or a variety of other personality types. As well as setting their backstory, you'll also get to pick a loadout and skill set to suit your playstyle, allowing you to kill things however you see fit. Which is good, because there are oh so many things to kill in this game. So many in fact that you'll probably want to tag in a couple of reliable friends to help divvy up the workload. Warhammer 40k Darktide will hit PC Game Pass on November 30th, with the console version coming to Xbox Series X and S as a day one Xbox Game Pass release sometime shortly after. Greedy phantoms with unquenchable appetites, sorcerers transformed into boar demons, floating heads with dangling entrails and a nasty look in their eyes. The Eastpunk world of Ghostlore is not for the faint of heart, but it's a wonderful place for fans of Diablo-style hack and slashers looking for somewhere new to go hacking and slashing. From the folklore-inspired enemies to the world itself, and even the food you'll find within it, every bit of Ghostlore has been lovingly crafted to reflect Southeast Asian culture. On top of that, the game features a vast array of weapons and a clever glyph system that lets you gain new powers by inscribing magical symbols onto your body. So when your parents complain about that new tattoo you've got, you can just tell them it's actually buffing your max HP quite considerably. That should put the whole matter to rest, I'm sure.
Now, as much as we love shooting people in the face, dismembering demons, and committing unspeakable crimes against humanity, and we do truly love those things, sometimes you're in the mood for something a little more wholesome, like Le Pen. This unbelievably charming 2D platformer has you playing as 5 adorable rabbits, each with their own distinct personalities. They've been chilling out in a hole beneath a park when some untimely construction forces them to go on the adventure of a lifetime. It's all very Golden Age Disney. With its delightful art style and hippity-hoppity platforming action, Le Pen is sure to warm your heart when it hits Xbox and PC Game Pass as a day one release on November 17th.
Have you ever been playing a contemporary set first-person shooter and thought, yeah, this is cool, but I wish it felt a bit more like people were actually shooting at me? Well then, good news, because Insurgency Sandstorm is coming to Xbox Game Pass. By taking advantage of realistic ballistics, positional voice chat, and an all-round incredible level of attention to detail, Insurgency Sandstorm delivers an astonishingly immersive shooter experience, and you can appreciate all those deadly little details even more on Xbox Series X, where it now plays in 4K Ultra HD. Fight tactically, coordinate with your team, and make every bullet count in this pulse-pounding FPS.
In Soccer Story, the unthinkable has happened. Not only is football being referred to as soccer, but it's been banned all across the planet. To restore order to the world in this adventure RPG, you'll need to take up your magic ball and travel the land challenging other teams, although be prepared because the competition is going to be fierce, with teams made up of sharks and ninjas standing between you and glory. Plus, one that's just a bunch of local toddlers, so I should fancy you in that one. As well as the on-field action, there are goals to be scored and puzzles to be solved all across the game's world, and a variety of other sports for you to try your hand at if your feet have been failing you.
You know, despite being one of the most iconic locations in all of sci-fi, Frank Herbert's Dune universe just isn't one we've had much chance to explore in games, especially compared to the Galaxy Far Far Away or the United Federation of Planets. But that's all about to change. Dune Spice Wars is a real-time strategy game in which players pick a faction and lay their claim to the desert planet of Arrakis and the precious spice it contains. Whether you want to soak the sands red with the blood of your enemies as the brutal House Harkonnen, preserve the peace as the dutiful House Atreides, or take some other path to victory, it's all up to you. So if you're counting every second until you get to see Timothée Chalamet pull on his still suit again, well, Dune Spice Wars could be the perfect game to tide you over.
Having already enticed PC gamers with its distinctive southern flavors, Norco will be hitting Xbox consoles thanks to Game Pass. This point and click takes us to the sci-fi swamplands of an alternative New Orleans, using a pixel art style to conjure the eerie atmosphere of a southern gothic novel. You play as a regular person who's on the hunt for their brother and who slowly finds himself drawn into a dense web of conspiracy that spawns whole generations. One escaped android, a bayou pirate, and a stuffed monkey later, and you've got one of the most singular adventures to be found anywhere on Xbox.
Whether you fancy spending November in the heart of a Warzone or hanging out with some friendly rabbits, consider Xbox Game Pass your golden ticket. Let us know where you'll be heading first down in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to be the first to know about everything else coming to the service. Bye!